for Chris Long, who probably, as he suggested, Mossy got some ice and some massaging through the halftime break, and he's looking sprightly again. Salas, is this Roar's moment? Vidic, and the opening goal on debut for Matthew Dench. Oh, it's massive for Brisbane. And it's all smiles for Dench. Look what it means to his teammates. Brisbane score on the road.
Defensive structure with a wonderful finish on the Harvey Norman replay. Chris Long once again central to everything good in this move from Brisbane Roar. Then the ball's played across the face by Salas. It's helped on by Vidic, and Dench is there to put the finishing touches to a wonderful transition by Brisbane Roar to get the go-ahead goal.
Well, out of the rooms at the start of the second half. That is so important in the context of this arm wrestle of the game. Michael Roos, the first there to celebrate with Matthew Dench.
It's such a mental game, taking a penalty.
Who's got the upper hand? Here's Sawyer with the penalty. Macarthur level. Harry Sawyer puts it in the bottom left corner. And a little bit of something out of nothing. Sawyer points to his veins and says, I've got ice running through them. It's Macarthur 1, Brisbane 1.
Replay. And then after the mind games, he's picked the ball up, he's reset mentally, and then he sends Bazanis the wrong way and gets his side back into the game. Exactly the impact that you want from a substitute coming on. Credit to Mile Sturjovski and the coach. Does he go the same way or the opposite way?
Well, we saw his penalty map before the first spot kick, and he does mix it up quite a bit. He has favoured low to the left on a couple of his recent kicks. Dean Bazanis has a form line. Harry Sawyer has one penalty. Harry Sawyer has two penalties. And Macarthur have turned around a deficit to lead. And Harry Sawyer is moonwalking his way to a double.
The correct decision by referee Adam Kersey. This time Sawyer goes the other way, sends Bazanis the wrong way for the second time tonight from the spot, and gives his side the lead. What an impact from the bench, the big, tall marksman.
It also means that the Brisbane Roar is now his favourite opponent in the A-League.
De Vries likes to get into those more central positions when the ball is on the far side. Gallegos, they've worked this well. Here's Cosgrove, deflection, and it nestles in the back of the net. Well, there was a big slice off a defender, a big slice of fortune for Auckland. Goal number 5 of the campaign. By the celebrations and the way it went in, I think, in the end.
Well, hush falls over CommBank Stadium, and on the Harvey Norman replay, a little scrappy inside the 18-yard box, and as time stood still, Sam Cosgrove could stop, have a look at where he wanted to place this, and pick out a spot.
I think that's come off Jesse Randall's heel lying on the ground. Who do you give this to?
I'm not sure he can claim it.
It has. He's kicked it straight into his teammate. Perhaps that's why he wasn't celebrating. Look at that great shot.
Well, it's a trick play. Either way, Auckland have taken the lead. A subdued celebration.
High turnover from Ugarkovic. Lestrata. Lockie Brook now turns inside. Bonatic to finish it. He does this time. Lockie Brook raises the hands in respect for his former fans. But he may have just driven that final nail into tonight's coffin, at least, for Western Sydney. Moments earlier, he thought he should have been played in with a chance to score. The pass didn't come.
For Auckland. And on the Harvey Norman replay, this blocked well by Verstrata. Numbers forward can assess his options. And the touch behind him, Lockie Brook does really well to drag this back into stride. And that is a venomous hit. He wants it on his left foot, has a little look. And a thundering hit into the back of the net. Absolutely nothing to be done about stopping that one. There's some conviction in that hit, but a subdued, respectful celebration against his former side.
And it was the same story against Melbourne City a fortnight ago. They went down 1-0. And it was a moment of madness which cost them that result. Can they find something here? Dobson! Devonish Mears initially, but then Dobson, he scrounched it over the line. And the local boy, the Belmont Junior, has got his first goal at home. And the Jets.
We felt it was coming on the Harvey Norman replay. Look at the football here. Great movement. The movement inside takes the space and the defender's away and opens the space for Dobson. Little 1-2, Clayton Taylor, who's been involved in everything. And he thought maybe he just missed it there, but he's quickest to react. And the local boy puts the heart sign up. He loves the crowd and the crowd love him. They have been pushing and knocking at the door, and they finally get their just rewards.
Isuzu UTE A-League. Macarthur, excellent up against Grant. He continues the forward run. Mizunuma sends it the way of Bertoncello. Tries to drive it through the middle. It spills back for Battalato. Bertoncello. Bertoncello! It's a beauty!
Replay, Xavier Bertoncello, he tries to play the initial pass and it comes back. Gets himself into a position out wide, and just when you think Sydney FC have got themselves set, he comes inside and unleashes a thunderbolt. Devon Ishmeez with no chance. He had one thing on his mind, Xavier Bertoncello, and that was the far corner of the net, and didn't he find it? 2-0 to the Newcastle Jets, the local boys getting the job done.
Well, there is the X-Man with a bit of X-factor off the bench. Daniel McBreen, what a moment for Xavier.
Off the balls of his feet. Short corner taken.
Grimaldi now. Grimaldi strikes it. Oh, and he's done it. He's beaten Patrick Beach from 25 metres out in the first minute of stoppage time. Something had to give. Mata was involved, but this was all the work of Matt Grimaldi.
Well, the Harvey Norman replay shows the short corner variation. Patrick Beach at his near post exposed. But Matt Grimaldi, there is no better way to arrive as a victory player from Western United than by scoring a goal in a derby. A goal which is a brilliant one from outside the box, and which is a goal which is set to be the decider here in the Christmas Derby 2025. What a moment for Matt Grimaldi. What a moment for Melbourne victory. And their fans amassed behind the goal in which Grimaldi...
Here's Kitto. Goodwin, DeCooley. Back to Goodwin. Extracted the ball nicely. And now he's looking to sprint through the left. Goodwin! He's done it! Pinpoint! Craig Goodwin fires in. He has looked sharp from the off tonight, and it's taken him just 12 minutes to break through. Adelaide United 1, Perth Glory 0.
On the Harvey Norman replay, just watch his movement here. The little cute touch there from Yaya DeCooley, and the run to bust his gut to make everybody in that Perth backline think the return pass is going to come, but it doesn't, because it's got an absolute wand of a left foot. Yes, it takes a deflection, but the power and the precision of the man gets the job done. And Adelaide United take an early lead here. Who else? Craig Goodwin.
And Matt Sutton frustrated as he's beaten by
Shireen. Just pointing it into the space. Brad tap though. Nagasawa and Wellington come away. Nagasawa plays through for Piper. There's the opening goal for Wellington, and the fans are on their feet.
Kazuki Nagasawa is the architect here in Wellington. They're out. And Corbin Piper. Composure in front of Redmayne. Right foot with the touch, left foot with the contact to get it over Redmayne. And the Wellington Phoenix, before half-time, now have a lead to defend.
The work of Kazuki Nagasawa turning James Donaghy inside out. Corbin Piper threading last.
It'll just be about now managing the moments before the half-time whistle for the Wellington Phoenix, wanting to sustain position.
DiPizio, though, dangerous in this area. Miguel DiPizio, the right foot shot. The save initially and then put in Sabat-Nur for Central Coast. We mentioned how dangerous.
The Central Coast Mariners. Eze heading back towards goal, coughs up possession, and it's DiPizio. Cuts in from his left onto his right. And tests the palms of McCarron, who for the Wellington Phoenix was unable to get this one in his grasp around the post. And Sabatnor pounces like every good striker, hoping for a chance. And one with a fine margin, an acute angle presents itself.
James slots it! 2-0 Wellington, 2-1, and the fans love it in the capital.
More reason for festive cheer off the back of the boot of Mandraker James. Confident, nonchalant, strides up, sends Andrew Redmayne the wrong way, and then he's off. The Wellington Phoenix for the second time this afternoon. Here at the Capital recently from 12 yards out, and Mandraker James comprehensive in that argument.
Piper tries to play it through. Ifanya Eze. They're on the edge for Sheridan now. Crossing in Sheridan. Eze was there, so too Piper. Wellington for three. Carlo Amiento. Wellington Phoenix go bang bang, and it's 3-1 in the capital.
Clean sheet intact. Came out of the sheds 1-1 in the blink of an eye. Now 3-1 up. Corbin Piper toils down the right. It falls to Amiento down the left. You will not find a more assured left foot in the A-League than that in the possession of the Wellington Phoenix, number 11. And it was all too easy for him then. The Mariners surprised Amiento.